Peace, my family, and we're back to all and those coming out at a good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly, and we about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right. And that good, not mine. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys are keeping yourselves moving into your higher nature and most definitely cleansing the lows, the animalistic part of your nature. I came out here today to express and also to share another clipping from our master teacher's book called The Mind. And this is scroll 17 and it's speaking on that thou art. And this is 19 times 4 equals 76. And it goes like this. Lo, O ye human, blessed children of the Elohim, don't thou knowest that a word and its meaning are linked by a thought wave? When the word fire is pronounced, the corresponding mind wave is energized, and there is visualization of the concept. The reverse also takes place. When one sees a fire, the mental image gives rise to the corresponding verbal utterance, fire. These relationships between word and meaning can be simple or complex. It is simple when it generates the words primary meaning the sun is hot. If a child is asked to draw a leaf, he or she copies it from nature. But an artist will draw it indirectly. There are indirect relationships between words and meanings. In the statement, it is hot today, the implied meaning is that the sun is hot. Sometimes the direct meaning of a word is been with and only the implied meaning is taken into account. The statement, the house is on the river, does not mean that there is a house on the surface of the river, but on the bank of the river. The direct meaning of a flowing river is disregarded, and the implied meaning on the bank is substituted. Although the river and its bank are quite different things, one being water and the other the planet Earth, there is a relationship that it creates. The implied meaning is based on the direct meaning, and when it is then disregarded. Sometimes both the direct and implied meaning are operative. Imagine an Enocyte immortal is at a horse race and asks, which horse is jumping? Question. He or she might receive the reply, the white one is jumping. A color cannot jump. However, in this case, the direct meaning white refers to the implied meaning horse, both of which are relevant to the sentence. The whole is understood to mean the white horse is jumping. Sometimes a portion of the direct meaning is retained and a portion is disregarded. Assume that 10 years ago a certain singer, Billy Paul, lived in Philadelphia and was last seen by a friend at the Radio City Music Hall. Now imagine that this same friend sees him 10 years later as a wino in Atlanta, Georgia. He says, "This is the same Billy Paul." There is a certain discrepancy in this statement, for the word "this" refers to the singer Billy Paul as he was known before. It is associated with the idea of a successful professional person dressed in a suit and separated in time-space by 10 years and 1,000 miles. Certain elements are contradictory and must be eliminated. A successful singer is not an unemployed wino. Atlanta, Georgia is not Philadelphia. And the streets of Atlanta, Georgia are not Radio City Music Hall, which is in New York City. Also, the period of 10 years cannot be equated with the time at which the statement was made. In the statement, this is that Billy Paul. Only a portion of the direct meaning of this, and that is retained. The contradictory factors of time, space, and external appearance are eliminated. While Billy Paul himself, the person, remains, it is only the idea of a Mr. Billy Paul, free of impermanent qualities, which is a non-contradictory. Only after the mind has gone through this complicated process, which it does in a flash, can this Billy Paul be identified with that Billy Paul. After this Billy Paul identifies with that Billy Paul, after the composing associations of name and form have set aside or have been set aside, this is what remains. Billy Paul, the person common to both, stands as the implied meaning, that thou art, can be overstood only in the light of this kind of reasoning. That thou art does not refer to the direct meaning of the body, the name, the form, the clothes, the location, the status, the time, the place are eliminated. Note, even benevolence, agreeableness, goodness is binding. Chains may be made of gold or iron. Nonetheless, they are chains. Most people misunderstood the body to themselves or their self. They cannot understand that thou art because they lack the patience to consider the deeply and the significance of the words. Words are double-edged swords, or words are double-edged weapons. If misunderstood, they will be detrimental to one's progress. Properly overstood, they can carry one across the depths of ignorance. The significance of that thou art can be grasped only after long, detailed, and careful consideration. Then it will be apparent that an Enos-like mortal was made in the Creator's image. It does not merely mean that El Elo, the Most High, resembles a human being. For he also created the animal, the birds, the fish, and whose image are they? Question. Being man was the only thing created that was not called good. The Elohim saw that the light, the day, the night, the sea, the animal are all good, but not man. Why? Question. If he is in Elohim's image and likeness, why is it not said of his creation? Question. And the Elohim saw that it was good, because it was not created good. You must become good. Also, but also, one must look into an insight, a mortal, and realize the Creator's nature is enshrined therein. The body is a temple, the head, the dome, the heart, the altar, the emotions, the religion, the soul, the preacher of the word of the Most High. You should be a word of the truth, an abode of health and happiness. Mind your mind for the jewels of your soul. So that right there was the end of that scroll. So I just thought that I'd share, and also to help you all be encouraged, because by knowing and getting to learn the right knowledge, you begin to learn how to maneuver this room better and begin to make many corrections, do some research, examine yourselves fully and truthfully and honestly, being real with yourself and your inner being, and beginning to answer the call from the Most High, realizing that we all, many are called. We all are getting those calls, but it's up to you to decide if you will answer and begin to correct yourself and reach your highest potential, where the Most High wants you to be. And knowing, you must know that the Most High knows that you can do this. You have to want to do this. You have to make a decision that you want to better your life, better yourself, and get yourself right. It's all a choice. Again, by learning the right knowledge, you'll begin to get your mind right. And once applied to your life will never be the same again. And so it's always crucial to be in a self-study, in a state of reflection and self-examination of your inner being. And the focus should always be the Most High, because that right there is going to keep your mind right. And on that note, if you are interested, you should check it out on my channel, The Mind by Dr. Malachi L. It's on my channel. You can send to yourself and be renewed and get your mind right if you are interested. And if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section or in my email. I'll be happy to answer. Going on this good journey within is not easy, but again, through time, once you begin to eliminate a lot of the bad habits that we once carried or carry, things will become a lot lighter for you, and then you'll be moving a lot easier with maneuvering this room and staying on that straight and narrow and eliminating things that are not good or of the Most High. And that's what it's about. Working on yourself, being patient with yourself, forgiving yourself and others, loving every part of your being, the good, the bad, the ugly, accepting all of it, and beginning to work on that, and making yourself lighter so you can begin to fly. So on that note, I want to tell y'all, you are loved, and I love you all. Begin to spread that love, because you are loved beyond this world. It's all in you. You just gotta bring it out by simply caring one to another and showing love to each other, regardless of what everybody done been through, because everybody's been through a lot and still going through it. But we must understand, moving into the high frequency, the divine love, the Most High, it should be in the top of your mind, and removing the hate and the fear. And the old man, I know it's hard, but don't you want to see and face the true you? Don't you want to eliminate the things that have been holding you back your whole life and step into your true destiny and your true power from within? Oh man, because that's what's going to give you that inner peace when you begin to be true to yourself and strip away everything else that's not good for you. Stop holding on to things that doesn't give you anything back, just keeping you stuck in the same place. And again, that part about not giving you anything back. You don't expect nothing back in return. But again, once you begin to realize that when you let go and begin to feel your inner essence, once you begin to feel that love within, because it's in all of us, by letting go of the things that you love so dearly, realizing that's not even love. It's just attachment to the world, desire, and wants. Once you begin to strip away it all, you begin to feel the real love, the divine love within you. Realizing that you are love at its fullest. Remember that. And once you begin to really feel that, and stop thinking that anything outside of you is that, or gonna give you that, the Most High is all you need. Love. Once you get your mind right and begin to realize that through time, patience with yourself, the spiritual world will begin to open up for you. Oh man. And you will begin to fly once again. So on that note, if you have any questions, again, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer, or email me. And on that note, you are loved beyond this world. Peace and love. Shalom. And what I do.